everybody, nice to meet you all. My name is Justine. I'm Business Development Manager for my company Agentic, and I've been invited by Blue Friday to introduce you to the sweepstake vertical because my company is specialized in it. So we will go through a presentation in which I'm going to introduce you my company, and I will also explain what is sweepstakes and give you some insights about how to promote it. After this presentation, we will have a Q&A for which my colleague Angela is going to join because she is account manager for us and she is especially taking care of Hong Kong and Taiwan. So she is completely fluent in Chinese, and if you have any question and you don't feel comfortable to ask it in English, please feel free to ask it in Chinese and Angela is going to help me to answer you. So let's have a look to the agenda first. So I will first explain what is Agentic, what is Big Bang Ads. I will explain what are sweepstakes in general, and then I will share some recommendation and show you some examples of the best performing landing pages, the best banners, or explain what is the most suitable kind of traffic for sweepstakes. We will also see the flow for sweepstakes, and I will understand how we as an advertiser make money with it, just so you can have an overall understanding of the vertical, and maybe it will be then easier for you to run sweepstakes if you're interested to promote this kind of offers. At the end, I will share the affiliate journey, so basically how you should set up an offer step by step. So first of all, about us. Agentic is one of the largest lead generation company in the world and the strongest in Europe. We are based in Frankfurt am Main because the company is German, but we also have an office in Brazil, Belo Horizonte, and in Singapore, which is the second largest office in the world and where I'm sitting right now. We are about 150 employees around the world, and we collect around 4 million datasets per month, which is a lot, for about 1,000 clients different for all market together. Agentic created Big Bang Ads. Big Bang Ads is our private affiliate network in which we propose our direct offers. So we create ourselves our sweepstakes, SOI, so all CPL offers non-incents, and we propose it over 25 different countries. So if you're interested to run sweepstakes, you can definitely do it with us. For different countries among Europe, Asia Pacific mostly, or also Brazil and South Africa. So let's have a look to the different countries we propose. In Europe, for you to be aware, our strongest country is Germany. After Germany, Italy and Spain are also very strong. In APAC, Taiwan, Hong Kong and Singapore are our main countries. Our team is built with native speakers for all those countries, so don't see the language as a barrier. If you're interested to run some Indonesian offer or Thailand or Spain, just ask us and we are happy to help you, and ask our native speaker to help you for your material. On our end, we create our own offers, as I said previously, and we have about 1,500 designs ready in your account for you to run. In case there is one specific price you have in mind, and maybe because you know it's gonna work because you tried this angle for your traffic before, feel free to ask because we have our own in-house designer happy to create new offers for you if you want to. In terms of integration, we can definitely help you to set up a postback S2S, which is going to help you to see the conversion on your end without having to log in on Big Bang Ads. As I mentioned before, we have a lot of different landing pages and it can be a little bit overwhelming for beginners to know where to start from. So I decided to share our best performing landing pages for our 4 favorite APAC countries, just so you have an idea where to start if you want to promote those countries. However, I want you to remember that these are just recommendations. It doesn't mean that because it is working for the main part of the affiliates on Big Bang Ads, these are going to be successful for you too. What is working from an affiliate to another can be quite different, and it's important that you try a maximum of landing pages by yourself to find your own winning pages. So I decided to pick Singapore, New Zealand, Taiwan, and Hong Kong as an example because Singapore and New Zealand are English-speaking countries and Taiwan and Hong Kong are Chinese-speaking and our strongest countries for the APAC region. You being mostly Chinese, I thought that APAC would be the best example to give you today. So let's get started with Singapore. As you can see, Singapore has a great success with the supermarket offers and the fast food offers. Over the last few weeks, we noticed that McDonald's is having a great conversion rate on Big Bang Ads. I decided to show you that offer, and as you can see, it is interesting because the first page is a pre-game. So all our sweepstakes are always built that way. The first page is a pre-game, which means we are going to ask a question to engage the user. And then the second page is the registration page where we collect the data of the user. For New Zealand, usually the offers which work the best are supermarket. I picked a supermarket voucher for this example because Pack and Save is the best offer we have over the last few months. Even though we keep adding new offers all the time and for every geos, for New Zealand, Pack and Save still is the best converting offer after weeks and months. As you can see, it is always built the same way. So the first question we ask is something related to the landing page. Is in this case, do you shop in Pack and Save? Yes or no? And the second page is again the registration page where we collect the data of the user. For New Zealand, supermarket offers are usually the best, but we noticed that the petrol offers are also very strong, and as well as an offer we had which is called theme park, Rainbow Theme Park, and it was working very well. So this is why it is important to try a maximum of landing pages to be able to find what's working the best for your traffic. For Hong Kong, what is always working the same very well are smartphones. So if you want to run Hong Kong, and by the way, it is the same for Taiwan, if you want to run those countries, just pick iPhone 11 or Samsung S20 and start with it, because these are usually the best. Supermarket offers are also working quite well, but smartphones are always way stronger. Same as for the other countries and any other sweepstake we have, the first page is a question to engage the user, the second is the registration page. Same for Taiwan. Taiwan smartphones are working great, fast food as well. You can try fast food and supermarket for Taiwan, but smartphone is the strongest. If you're interested to run sweepstakes offers, you will have to use your own creatives. For that reason, I thought about sharing the best performing banners we have on Big Bang Ads for our main kind of traffic, just so you can see what is mostly used for sweepstakes. So the first tips I'm going to share are about display ad for mobile phone. Because even though we used to have 50-50% of mobile desktop traffic, nowadays the mobile traffic represents 90% of our total traffic on Big Bang Ads. So for the display traffic, what's really interesting to know is that if you ask on your banner a very simple question about a current or trendy topic in the country you're running, usually more and more users are going through because it makes them very curious to see what's next. The voting banners, as you can see in my example, are usually working great as well because it engages the user even more. You can see also the polls, the colorful polls for the different answers possible. This is exciting for the users because they can see that other people already answered the survey, and it makes them very curious to see what's next and participate as well to give their answer. And to finish, anything which is colorful, blinking, or moving around the banners is usually very well to catch the eyes, and the click-through rate is usually much better. For the second example and the next tips I'm going to share, I choose Facebook ad because Facebook represents more and more of our affiliates kind of traffic for the last 2 years. Facebook is also being a little bit restrictive and playing with its own rules. What usually works the best for Facebook is to use an appropriate image of the price. You must make the user understand what he's gonna win and how, in a very simple way, with a lot, like just a few words, a few sentences. So the picture here is really key. You have to show what is gonna be won. In terms of content, you have to keep, as I said, the content very short and simple. Usually what works great for sweepstakes is when we use the keywords win and free. You can use it for Facebook as well. However, be aware that Facebook is being really restrictive with this kind of word, and then the chance to be blocked is higher. The last recommendation I can give you for your creative is to create the urgence. Like if somehow on your banner you can add that this is a limited edition, or that only 100 people will be selected to win something, usually more users are going to register and click on your banner. So do create the urgency as much as you can. Let's have a look now to the different kind of traffic which are suitable for sweepstakes. So I mentioned Facebook earlier, but Facebook is part of the social traffic. It is not just all social traffic. With social traffic, we can have and we can accept Instagram traffic, TikTok, Pinterest, Snapchat, etc. And this is usually a good kind of traffic for us because you can target exactly the audience we need and bring us a good quality of leads. Another kind of traffic which usually works the best along with Facebook or social traffic in general is push traffic. Push traffic is working great and is actually a little bit easier for beginners because Facebook is being very restrictive. So maybe push traffic should be a good try if you're new and have never run sweepstakes before. You can also use pop traffic, display, email, all this works as well. What we absolutely forbid is instant traffic. This is usually bringing a very bad quality of leads, and this is the reason why we don't want this kind of traffic in our offers. Instant traffic is forbidden, search traffic is forbidden, so no brand bidding please, and no correct and no SMS traffic. There are some other kind of traffic which is not recommended but that you can try if you want to. For example, some of our affiliates are running native. You can try if you have this kind of traffic, but we really don't recommend it because native traffic is usually quite expensive for you and the conversion rate is really bad. It's going to bring us maybe 1 or 2 leads after days. So I really don't recommend it. What is usually allowed and not allowed in terms of creatives, as we were just talking about banners earlier, is to request your account manager for an approval. Like usually when you use your own banners or your own pre-render, your own material to run the sweepstakes, you should ask the account manager what they think, because there are some things to don't do. Like you should not put winning promises on your material. There are no instant winners and this is forbidden. Please do not use a third-party brand as well. This is forbidden as well. Advertising material must only show brands displayed on the offer. The advertisers have usually specific needs in terms of audience and lead. We are waiting for a specific kind of users, a specific kind of data, depending from one country to another. I mentioned earlier that Facebook traffic was a good kind of traffic for us because you can target the audience. It is due to the fact that once we collected the data, whatever the country is, we are going to resell it on the sales team to our external clients. Those external clients are usually such companies like insurances who want to have a list of prospects and they are looking for a specific kind of clients or a specific kind of people who could be a potential client for them. So usually those people are people with an income, so they must be older than 21 years old usually. And depending on the country, we want sometimes more male or more female, but to be fair, it would be ideal for you to bring 50-50 in terms of gender split. So to satisfy the external clients, which are usually going to buy our leads, we, or in general sweepstake companies, are waiting for affiliates who are able to deliver leads in a stable way, constant delivery for a multiple amount of geos. Usually we ask for quality traffic, so if we can have a good age range, plus 21 minimum, but above 30 years old is usually the most profitable for us, because those people have a stable life and incomes. Gender split, 50-50 male-female, or sometimes more male or more female when requested from our clients, but that is something which is determined with your account manager. That's why it's really important to have a good communication with your account manager and ask any question you have to them. And to finish, it is also important to avoid peaks. We want a stable delivery, and usually the most amount of the volume we need are going to be delivered from the 1st to the 20th of each month. I just wanted to remind you that even though we get 90% of our traffic coming from mobile, all our offers are responsive, which means that even if you guys have both the kind of traffic, desktop and mobile, you just have to run your offer without worrying about anything, using exactly the same tracking link, and the screen is going to be adapted automatically on the user's device. Now let's have a look to the typical sweepstake flow. For this example, I chose iPhone X with a pre-lender and the complete flow for the UK. So the first step of the offer is usually the pre-lender. A pre-lender is something that can be used directly from Big Bang Ads, which is really especially convenient if you don't speak a specific language, then you can borrow it from us, or you can also create your own if you prefer it. A pre-lender is usually a page which we are going to place before the landing page, and where we ask a few questions to the user in order to engage it and be sure that this person is really interested to fill up the form and participate to the sweepstakes. It is important for advertisers because it reduces the amount of clicks which are useless, which means that we are going to be more profitable because all those clicks which are not going to convert as a lead are not going to be counted on our end. We are paying as offers for the amount of clicks we have on the landing page. So the pre-lender, especially for pop traffic, is very important for us. The pre-lender is going to ask 4 questions to the users, and then we will end up on this loading page until we reach the landing page. As I mentioned it before, the landing page always proposes a pre-game to the user. The pre-game is that little question we saw already before when I shared with you the best performing landing pages for Singapore, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and New Zealand. That question is always related to the price on the landing page. In this case, the questions which are going to show up are the questions related to iPhone. After that page, we end up on the registration page where the user is supposed to give his data. This is only half of the data we are requesting. So that's what we call a ifrag. Once the user gave his name, gender, phone number, he has to click on next page. And on the next page, we end up on the what we call the full reg, which is the rest of his data, like address, for example. And only once he confirmed that all his data are correct, the lead is gonna fire for you guys. So that's where our affiliates makes money once the user completed the whole set of data about him. Basically, all the following pages are very important for the advertiser because that's basically where we are making money. So that's none of you guys' concern. It's none of the affiliates' concern. These pages are the following. First, a lifestyle page. This page is a page full of questions about the lifestyle of the user. So what does he like to do during his free time? What income does he get? What is he interested about? This kind of question. Second page after the lifestyle is Correg. Correg is basically an entire page which propose to the user to sign up for different newsletter, for example, or to get different offers from our external partners. After this, the user ends up on the logout page where he has the choice to continue his journey on another offer or not. And usually if he clicks to quit the sweepstakes, well, that's it. His journey is over and we got the data we need and we got all the questions about his lifetime and the correct field. So that's very important for us to monetize the lead afterward with our external partners. The affiliate has the opportunity, if he wants to go to his mailing box and to confirm his email address by clicking on the link he got via email when he provided his email address from the sweepstakes before. If he does that, that's what we call an DOI, double opt-in. So I'm pretty sure you understand better now how an advertiser makes money out of those leads. After the point of conversion, we ask those lifestyle questions, and with this current example, you can see the kind of questions are requested on it. The questions are such as, do you use a credit card to make purchases? What is your residential status in Singapore? What is your monthly incomes, etc. We show them also after this page the correct campaigns I told you about, and we bill our clients on a CPL basis for it. Besides that, we also collect the opt-in for push notifications, and then we are pushing some external offers from external advertisers with the push we collected from our sweepstakes. So those offers that we are going to use for the push traffic are obviously not sweepstakes. Those are external advertisers. But it's also one of our methods to monetize the traffic, and we do the same with the email marketing. So we are going to shoot external campaign via email with the data we got from our sweepstakes. So now that you understood what are sweepstakes and how it works and how we advertisers make money out of it, let's see what are the steps to follow more or less to start launching campaigns. So the first thing to do is to get the best offers from your network. So you just go speak to your account manager and ask for recommendations if you feel like you don't know where to start from. Else, if you have an angle in mind that you want to try because you're pretty sure or you experienced good results with a specific kind of price for your traffic from the past, you just go logging on your network, get the tracking links or get it from your account manager, as I said, and then you have to set up the campaigns and links in your preferred tracker. Most of our affiliates are using Volume or Funnel Flags, but a lot of tracker exists, so it is your duty to choose the one you want to work with. After your campaign are set up in your tracker and you can now see in real time the leads you are generating without having to log in your network, in your affiliate accounts, you can now set up the targeting and the creatives on your traffic source. For example, if it's Facebook or DSP, you just mention the audience you want to reach, which are the age you want to reach, like if it's mostly female or male, plus 25 years old or plus 30, so it's even better for us because plus 30 years old, as I said, are very profitable for us. And you launch your campaign. Once the campaign is running, you can see after 2-3 days if it's bringing lead and how to optimize it. So at this point, to be able to compare different offers and see what's working the best, I recommend you to split test with different creatives. You can try different pre-render, different wording, you can add different landing pages, and you can see which is working the best. Once you found your winning page, you should optimize it and disable the worst ads. Scale the volume. We are always happy with a rain of leads when you can, and spend on profitable sources, of course. Then you just make money for yourself and for the advertiser as well, and it's a win-win situation. So this presentation comes to an end, so let's go through the different factors which are gonna make you a good affiliate for lead generation sweepstakes. To summarize, constantly high volume is really important. High data quality, of course. Optimal targeting, and remember that the target is different for each country, so it's important that you communicate a maximum with your account manager to have always the newest information about the offers and the countries you're running. Also, the diversity in terms of products and campaign is really important, because after a while running the same ad, your traffic is going to get tired of it, and this is why the advertiser is trying to provide a maximum of landing page and always renew his offers. Of course, legal security, 100% reliability, and sustainability are also very important. So I hope you liked the presentation and you understand better what are sweepstakes and how to run it. In case you have never tried sweepstakes yet, we would be really happy to have you on Big Bang Ads and help you to get started. We are going to do now a quick Q&A with my colleague Angela. So if you have any question about this presentation or about sweepstakes in general, let me know and we will be happy to help you.